Hey guys, this is Josh Farley back with another video. And in this video, I'm actually going to be doing more T-Mobile 5G home internet speed tests. So like I always say in this video, before I get started, I am using third-party equipment. I'm not using the stuff that came with the T-Mobile 5G home internet. I'm using my own third-party router, gateway slash router, whatever you want to call it. It's actually called the Chester Cheetah version 2. You can look, more about that online if you want to, know more about it. And I also have that hooked up to a waveform 4x4 external antenna. And that's actually facing out the window, not actually out the window, but it's facing out the window, basically out the window toward the tower, up in the attic. That's like right down the road for me. It's not that far, the tower. So I have been experiencing or experimenting, I should say, not experiencing. I have been experimenting more with the Chester Cheetah version 2 band locking. That's the beauty about using a third-party gateway is that you have band locking. You can switch network modes, from SA, NSA, auto, all that kind of stuff. So I've been, messing with the band locking, so the speeds might not be, as fast as they normally are because I've still been messing with that, to try to find a happy medium, for the download and the upload speeds. So it is actually April 14th, and I made another video, talking about them working on the 5G network in this area, and they told me that they were doing, tower monitorization in this area, so they said that that's going to be done. They told me they were particularly working on the 5G network in this area, so they told me that that's going to be done actually around April 27th. So we still got a few weeks until that's actually going to be completed. So, they might get it done, sooner, but I doubt it. It might actually be a little bit past April 27th. So I'm not going to actually, I'm not going to actually, hold my breath on that. Because, they're a company, and they don't really, know, an exact date. In other words, they don't really know an exact date. When I chatted with them, they just told me that they were doing tower monitorization, particularly on the 5G in this area. And they did give me the tower ID. She gave me the tower ID. The woman that I chatted with on T-Mobile on the app. She actually gave me the tower ID and she asked me if that was the tower that I'm connected to, and I said yeah. So it's not like it's some BS thing, that they're telling me, that they're doing tower monitorization, and they're not doing it. I actually believe that they are doing it. So that's basically that. I'm going to run some speed tests here. Like I said, I am using third-party equipment, so you have to keep that in mind. I'm not using anything, that actually came with the T-Mobile 5G home internet service itself, except for the SIM card, obviously. But I'm actually hoping, eventually that they move to eSIM. With these, even the third-party gateways. But I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon. Because that can be pretty difficult. With a third-party gateway, to use eSIM. Because they have to spoof the IMEI number, from the SIM card, or the SIM card number. I don't think it's actually called an IMEI number. I think it's called a SIM card number. So with a third-party gateway, you have to like spoof the SIM card number in order to have it stay working because it basically thinks that it's in a T-Mobile gateway. It basically thinks that it's in a T-Mobile 5G home internet gateway. Like the waveform. I mean, not the waveform. Trying to think of a word like the Sage and Comfast. I was trying to think of the word for it. The Sage and Comfast gateway. It basically is spoofing it. To make it look like it's in a gateway that's owned by T-Mobile. But it's really not. It's in a third-party gateway. But so let's actually get into this video. I'll open up the speed test app here and I'll run 3 or 4 or more on the West Norton PA server, and I'll run some on the Ashburn VA server as well. And I almost did forget to say that it is actually 9:47 p.m. on a Sunday night, so there probably is a lot of people online right now. So we're gonna see what we get. So. That's not bad for the download, but the upload is still terrible. Yeah, that's not good at all for the upload. So really good on the download on that one, 536 for the download, only 2.65, absolute shit for the upload if you want to be honest. And then 22 ping, but not bad for the ping and the download, but the upload is total shit. I'm not happy with that at all. And like I've said, I really hope that they improve the upload speed, once they get done working on these towers, because the upload speed is, there's no other word for it. It's shit, it's total shit. I should be getting at least 50 to 60, or if not higher, on upload. I mean, it's just, it's inexcusable. It really is. Once again, not that good on the upload. So on that one, download 566, 29 on the ping. So the ping did go up. It's it seems to be jumping up again. The upload 7.61, absolute shit in my opinion. But there's not really anything I can do about it. Yeah, the upload speed has just been horrendous lately. I don't, like I said, they are working on the towers. They told me that they're particularly working on the 5G towers in this area. So, that very well could be why I'm experiencing, like iffy speeds, especially with the upload and the ping, going up and down and stuff. So not bad on that for the download, 568. And then 4.59, terrible on the upload. And then ping 27. I also haven't restarted the gateway in a while, so I could try to do that and see, if it would give me, something better. I can actually wait until the speed test is over, and then I'll actually restart it. So yeah, the upload is just like horrendous right now. I don't know what's going on with that. But we normally don't get upload speeds that bad. So not bad on the download on that one, 585. Not bad for the ping at all. 26. But 3.23 on the upload. That's pretty horrendous. Let me actually go up in the attic and I'll unplug this and plug it back in. I do have the fans still running up here. They're going to turn off automatically around 10:30 or 10 o'clock. So if you hear them, I apologize for that. But I'm going to come up here and unplug this thing and plug it back in. If I can plug it back in. Having a hard time finding the slot here. Hold on a minute. That's the only thing about coming up here and manually unplugging it and plugging it back in. There we go. There's a bunch of stink bugs up here. I know that. A bunch of them on the gateway itself. Whoa, that's a good thing. I almost swatted that stink bug, but that's actually not a stink bug. That's a wasp. So that wouldn't have been a wise thing to do. I'll just leave that where it's at right now. I'm not going to bother with that. But I guess it's it's like getting air from the fan or something. I don't know. It's like sitting on the antenna of the Wi-Fi antennas of the Chester Cheetah version 2. So I'm just gonna leave that where it's at. I'm not gonna bother it. But it's actually restarting now. So I did it manually because I don't want to. I didn't want to have to go into my gateway settings. The admin settings. while I'm on the video. Okay, so I did reboot, so I'm going to go back downstairs now. Go back down to the second floor anyway. Luckily, I didn't get stung by that wasp. That definitely wouldn't have been a good thing. But, yeah, that's the problem with it being up in the attic, though. There's a bunch of bugs that get in and stuff. I'm going to have to try to find some kind of way to stop those bugs from getting in, because I have, like, those bug traps, those glue bug traps and stuff up there. But it doesn't seem to, really help with wasps and stuff. I'll probably have to get some kind of thing that I hang from the ceiling, some kind of, fly trap thing or something, bee trap thing or something for up there, because there's just a bunch of, bugs and stuff that get in up there. It's an attic, so it's easy for bugs and wasps and stuff to get in. But let me actually wait for, another minute here and, give it time to, get settled in. I can actually open up ESPN here and see if it is connected. So it is actually connected, so let me actually, it is on the West Norton PA server, so I'll run some on this one. So a little bit better for the upload on this one, but not, not real much, not much better. So on that one, not bad for the download, especially after just unplugging it and plugging it back in. 536 for the download, 23 for the ping. The upload is a little bit faster, 5.65, but it's still, still not, great. You have to keep in mind, it's probably going to take a little while for it to get, settled back in, because I just did unplug it and plug it back in. So it's going to, take a little while for it to, get settled back in, get, back connected to the towers and stuff. So not bad on that one, though, still above 500, 502 for the download. The upload came up a little bit, 9.97, basically 10 on the upload, and then 24 ping. So let me actually run some on the Ashburn VA server here. Now this server normally gives me better upload speeds, but it also seems to give me it also seems to give me higher ping. So we'll see what goes on here, what happens here. So yeah, as you can see, this server does give me better upload speed. So definitely not bad on that one, though. 537 for the download, 24.5 for the upload, and 31 ping. Ping actually went down on this one, so that's good. Looks like we're not going to get above 500 on this one, almost, but it still seems to be, it still seems to be fluctuating, though. And like I've said, it's not a perfect service. If you have cellular home internet service, for your home internet, it's not going to be perfect. No matter what you have, whether you have third party equipment, whether you have the stock T-Mobile 5G home internet equipment, it's never going to be 100% perfect. It's never going to be boom, boom, boom. Occasionally, it'll be, slower than 500 or 600 on the download like we normally do get. But, you also have to keep in mind that I've been messing with the band locking as well. And I did just reboot the gateway, the Chester Cheetah version 2. Luckily I didn't get stung by that wasp, or that would have, that would have not been good. I probably would have had to end the video, but, so, that's going to happen, when you go to unplug it or something, like that, that's going to happen, when you unplug it, it's going to take a little while, to reset and stuff, and stuff like that. It's going to, give it a little while. You got to give it a little while, to get, set back how it's going to be. But, not bad on this one, though. Almost 500, 498 for the download, 24.6 for the upload. So definitely not bad for that. And 28, ping, excuse me. Ping did go up on this, but, not anything to be really concerned about. So this server definitely does seem to give me better upload speed. So this might actually be about what we get for upload. I'm not entirely sure. But somebody on my YouTube channel or somebody, actually commented on my channel one time, and they told me that West Norton, that the West Norton PA server does not have good upload speed. So, that very well could be because the upload speeds on that server actually seem to be terrible. So, they're a lot better on this server. So, and we still get around the same about around the same what we get for the download, sometimes higher even, about the, same for the ping as well. So not bad on that one though. 541 for the download and 28.2 for the upload, and only 30 ping. Run one more on this one, and then I'll run one more on the West Norton PA server, and then I'll get off of here. Yeah, I definitely got to do something though up in that attic about those wasps and the wasps and bees and just the the bugs up there, the stink bugs, stuff like that. I'm gonna have to buy some of those fly trap things that you hang up, and they're kind of like a wavy type of thing, where you hang them up on the wall, or you hang them up, by a window, and they catch flying insects and stuff. So I'm gonna have to look into getting some of those, to help cut down on those bees and wasps and stuff up there and stink bugs, because there's just a lot of bugs up there, and I don't need them coming down in my bedroom at night, because I'm right above the attic. I don't need them coming down in my bedroom and everything, and they do come down sometimes, because I've seen a lot of them actually down on the second floor. So I'm gonna try to nip that in the bud. And I don't really want them climbing all over the Chester Cheetah version 2 either. I don't really want them doing that. They probably do that, because they feel, the warmth coming off of it. But, I'm not gonna, be allowing that. I'm not gonna, put up with that when I go up there, if I need to unplug the thing manually, or something. I don't need to be, risking getting stung by a wasp or something. That's just, definitely not good. So, I'll nip that in the bud rather fast. Actually, when I get off of this video, I'll probably look on Amazon, and, get some of those, those fly traps or whatever, that I can hang up there, hang from the ceiling, and I'll put them by every window up there. So, that'll definitely probably put a stop to them. So, but back to the video here. But on the download, not bad on this one. 522 for the download, 26.9, basically 27 for the upload, and then 33 ping. So the ping did go up a little bit on that one. But like I said, you also have to take into consideration that they are doing, the tower monetization in my area, on the tower near me. So you have to keep that in mind. You have to take that into consideration, that they said they're going to be done, around April 27th. It's only April 14th. So, like I said, we still got a few weeks left. So let me run one more here. And this is on the West Norton PA server. Almost got to 600 on that one. The upload speed is terrible on the server again, though. So on that one, not bad at all for the download. 593, almost 600. 4.76 on the upload. A lot better than when we first started, but still not the best. But like I said, I think that it might be this server. That's just terrible. With upload speed for this server. And then 24 ping, so that's definitely not too bad. But yeah, that's basically it, guys. I just wanted to get a speed test video out there today. It's not raining or anything outside. It's not bad weather or anything. But I haven't rebooted the gateway in a while, so it's good that I actually went up there. And manually unplugged it and plugged it back in. Just to give it a little bit of a refresh. Because we have actually had some rainy weather recently. So, I haven't done speed tests in a while. I figured I'd get one out today, after the rainy weather and everything was done. Because there's not really any, sense of doing it, when it's really bad rainy weather or, windy. Because sometimes the signal here is weak, so, the 5G signal actually goes completely down sometimes, when it's really bad weather, really windy, or really rainy, so, there's not really any reason to do speed tests, when that happens, because it defaults to 4G LTE or 4G, signal, which is still usable, when it's that bad, when the weather's that bad, it's still very usable. But I just hope that they really improve this, after April 27th or before April 27th. Like they said, they're particularly working on the 5G. So I'm hoping, that I can go from a weak signal to a good signal, or at least a very good signal, or even an excellent signal, which I really should have that, now, because the tower's right down the road from me. That's what makes me feel like the technology is just not there yet, because I have a waveform 4x4 antenna, pointing directly out the attic window, toward the tower, which is not even a mile and a half or 2 miles, down the road from me, and there's not really anything, in the way of it, other than a couple of trees and stuff, but, I think that I should at least be getting a good signal, or a very good signal. Excellent might be pushing it, but I feel like, I should be at least getting a better signal than I am now, with a weak 5G signal, especially, with a waveform 4x4 antenna. I just feel, like, I just feel like it's not, any of the equipment's fault that I have. I don't think that it's any of that, I don't think it's any of that. I just think that it's, that the 5G technology has not been updated in this area, to be able to, have a better signal, and, to have better, more reliable signal and more reliable speeds is what I'm, basically trying to say. So I'm hoping, like I said, it's April 14th now. I'm hoping in like 2 weeks, that we'll see, faster speeds or more reliable speeds, or more, reliable signal. The signal doesn't cut out the 5G to 4G, 4G to 5G, when it's windy or rainy anymore. That definitely, is annoying, but the speeds are still usable, but, I really don't want to have to deal with that, for much longer. So I'm hoping, that they will, I'm hoping that they will, have my signal go from at least, weak to good. I'm really hoping on that. So, but, we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated. I'll probably do some more speed tests in the coming days here and see what we get and stuff like that. But like I said, I just wanted to get this video out there. And if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. And until next time, guys.